welcome to the Gloria Hassall show. I hope you've had a good week. I hope you've had fun. Welcome to another session of my show. So this program is sponsored by Sunny TV, the Gloria Hassall Foundation, Gladys Essentials, and Kane Pharmacy. I've got a very lovely guest today. Her name is Tabs, and we'll just be talking about social media and its impact on us and our families, and how things have changed from back then to now with social media and everything else. So join me. So Tabs, what's social media in your opinion?
Okay, basically social media is a platform that people use to share their ideas, to share creations, share information, data, music, but it's also something that people are using to connect with their families, connect with their friends. And I think that because of lockdown, that's been quite a positive thing for people. But that's the main thing that I see as is that social media is basically a technological advancement where people can actually share anything really, in a digital manner.
Okay, that's lovely. I know. What are you on any social media platforms then? Yourself?
Yeah. Okay, the social media apps that I use, mainly Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn. I use a couple of others, social media. So I've just joined Chartered Management Institution, and they put a learning journeys on there. So you can go through these different courses on there to help you learn. Use quite a lot of, I would say, social media at work as well. So Yammer, and that's mainly just to talk with different teams, share good business practices and things like that. And then I'm using Teams a lot as well. So to communicate with my teams on a daily basis. So there's kind of like a variety I use outside of work, and then a variety that I use within work. I don't think I mix the two though. Often games as well. So because my little one, we do a lot of gaming.
I think are you on Instagram?
Okay. Not at all.
I think the social ones, in the sense where just family and interacting socially. I think the common ones are Instagram and Facebook, and then the professional ones, I'll say LinkedIn, Twitter. I think Twitter it's got a bit of both, hasn't it? You've got the professional bit, and then you've got a bit of social as well.
Yeah. I think it's difficult when you do that though. If you don't create a clear line between the two, that's where things can overstep the mark, if that makes sense.
Because sometimes on LinkedIn, I see people post like social things about marriage, and then people are like, I see comments like, isn't this supposed to be on Facebook? Like they're trying to share an inspiring story, maybe about their marriage or their life into marriage or whatever. And then you get comments like, isn't this supposed to be on Facebook?
Yeah, I think that's more how people are people's upbringing, isn't it? So people's upbringing might teach them that you keep your professional life separate from your personal life, so they tend not to mix the two. However, even what's happened during lockdown, it's forced us to look at other channels in which we can have that work-life balance. So it's almost kind of saying, you know what, it's all right to have your personal and professional in the same place, because if you didn't, as in kids screaming in the background, children screaming in the background on news when they're doing news reports and things like that. No, but that just shows you have to accept some of your personal life into your professional life, because if you do not do that, then it almost becomes like you're a robot, and that humanity side of it, you're losing that personal touch. So I think it's a good thing to have balance between the two, but then you can overstep the mark as well, because not everybody's going to understand what the limits are. So sometimes you have to draw the line with things, before you posting them and placing them on LinkedIn. You know, you've got to think that potentially your future boss could be looking at that post. No, but it's true. There might be, or you might have potential opportunities that you might not get in the future. So it almost might put restrictions on you depending on how open you are because not everybody's accepting of people's personal ways of thinking. So I think it's mostly down to what people are willing to tolerate, because, you know, yes, okay, you got an inspirational story of someone getting married, or you've got an inspirational story of somebody who's ran, I don't know, across the country, like a crazy amount of miles. You're talking hundreds and hundreds of miles, you know, and these are good inspirational stories. But then people will then start, it's when, so I don't think there's a problem with that story being shared. It's more as to people, not everybody's opinions gonna be something that can be tolerated. So it might be abusive or offensive. You know, people might be like, oh, so what if he walked 100,000 miles? We don't care. We can run across this over here.
That's so funny.
No, but we can run across here like Forrest Gump. So we don't care that he's done 100. He's done that because he's a rich dude. If I had my own business, I'd be running and giving to charity. So, you know, so I think that sharing it is sharing the information is not so much an issue as long as it's done in a motivational and tactful and inspiring way. You know, because sometimes people can take it the wrong way and then, you know, start a war over it, basically. And you're just thinking, what the actual hell? Why have we started a war over somebody running across the country for, you know, what they want to do for charity? If they want to do that and, you know, they can fight, you bring other people to feel motivated and inspired to become healthy and run across the country, then that's a positive thing, you know. But some people might start cyberbullying that person, or they might, because they're jealous of the way they are, or you know. So I think it can be really negative as well as positive. You know, there's people I mean, even the reporter that I think got killed as well, and things like that. You know, some of the politicians receiving abuse over social media, Twitter. I mean, Trump and Boris on there. I'm just like, you know, but it's just. But this is what I mean. So if you use the channels for something that is moral and honest, and it's not meant to harm or hurt anybody, then, you know, it's different then, isn't it?
I think Trump has left Twitter, hasn't he?
That's because he's no longer president, isn't it?
He was made to leave Twitter, wasn't he? So thank you for joining us for this session. This is all time we'll have for us. So we're going to end here and we're going to continue next week. This is the Gloria Hassall Show, coming to you from Sunny TV. Our sponsors, Sunny TV, Glandis Essentials, who always cater for my clothes, accessories and hair, Gloria Hassall Foundation, and Kane Pharmacy. You have a good week. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you next week.
Gloria Hassall Show comes your way every Saturday, 7 p.m. on Sunny TV with your host, Gloria Hassall, to break down the importance of addressing and discussing issues like current affairs, marriage, culture, economy, health, wealth, and education on Gloria Hassall Show, 7 p.m. every Saturday on Sunny TV.